Hello, I'm Kimber, and welcome to the Native News Update. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryNews.com. And here's news for today from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. A North Dakota lawmaker is introducing two bills intended to help solve crimes against Native Americans. Representative Ruth Buffalo proposed two legislative measures that would require law enforcement training and data collection related to missing and murdered Indigenous people. Buffalo is the first female Native American Democrat elected to the state legislature in North Dakota. She says that training would be made available across jurisdictions, including for tribal law enforcement. The bills mirror Savannah's Act, which was introduced by North Dakota Senator Heidi Heitkamp in 2017. That proposal came in response to the August 2017 death of Spirit Lake tribal member Savannah LaFountain Graywind, who disappeared in Fargo, North Dakota. Heitkamp's bill passed unanimously in the Senate, but ultimately stalled in the House. The Cherokee Nation is applauding the recent signing of the Johnson O'Malley Supplemental Indian Education Program Modernization Act by President Trump. The bill will establish a new baseline count of Johnson O'Malley eligible Native American students and institute a modern, accurate allocation funding formula. The federal funding formula for the program has been frozen since 1995, and restrictive caps have limited the number of students served each year. The fiscal year 2018 federal budget allocated only $15 million of the estimated $42 million required for fully funding the program in the United States. The Cherokee Nation and leaders of the Intertribal Council of the Five Tribes have made Johnson O'Malley reform legislation a priority, passing a resolution earlier this year in support of the bill and encouraging the federal government to stop a decades-long decline in per-pupil funding. The federal program provides books, fees, equipment, and other necessities to hundreds and thousands of Native children across the country. The programs also incorporate unique tribal culture and heritage in school curriculum. Native American Community Academy Inspired Schools Network in Albuquerque, New Mexico, was recently named a winner in the My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge competition.
There's certain things that we really want from our boys and young men. We want them to believe that they can be a success. We want them to know that they're an asset in our community, not a liability. That they have the power that if they see something that needs to be fixed, that they can organize themselves and they can do it.
NACA stands for the Native American Community Academy. NACA is a home for students and families and community members who really want to focus on Indigenous education and making sure that our students are served well and that they go on to do things that they're passionate about, that are of benefit to their community, and also that they have a school that's really responsive to who they are and where they're from and where they're headed.
Well, NACA's helped me a great deal. That's something I always cherish from NACA, is they've helped me academically and behaviorally. That was a big stepping stone for me, and that's what I've always loved about NACA, is that big support.
What NACA does, not just for our people, but for our community, it's really transformative. I think just being Native in general is hard. There's a constant pressure that you can't be who you are. And it's really such a blessing to have a safe place like this for NACA, not just for our students, but for our adults as well who grew up with those same pressures.
Together with My Brother's Keeper Alliance, NACA would be able to work with additional schools, but also additional communities across Indian country. I think we're really well positioned to be able to continue to share the work that we're doing in partnership with a lot of other communities who also feel that Indigenous identity and cultural relevance is important in the work that they do.
The My Brother's Keeper is an initiative of the Obama Foundation that seeks to adopt innovative approaches, strengthen support, and build ladders of opportunity for boys and young men of color. The NACA Inspired Schools Network supports institutions providing rigorous academics designed for college preparation and those that promote Indigenous culture. My Brother's Keeper picked 19 winners across 10 states and Puerto Rico, expected to expand evidence-based initiatives to reduce youth violence, increase effective mentorship programs, and improve the lives of boys and young men of color. The winning organizations will share more than $5 million in grants, direct technical assistance, and evaluation support. The University of Wyoming has partnered with the Department of Transportation to offer Native American license plates that honor Wyoming's two Wind River tribes. The plates are now available through the University of Wyoming's Alumni Association office. According to the UW, proceeds from the plates will fund Native American student scholarships at the university. Tribal license plates honor both the Eastern Shoshone and the Northern Arapaho tribes. University officials say that proceeds from selling the special design plates will benefit two UW scholarship programs, the Chief Washakie Scholarship and the Northern Arapaho Endowment Scholarship. The license plates are now available for $100 for either the Eastern Shoshone or the Northern Arapaho plate through the UW Alumni Association or through the Wyoming Department of Transportation. The Academy of American Poets has named Joy Harjo one of its new chancellors. Harjo is the first Native American to join the Academy's board. The chancellors serve as consultants, prize judges, and ambassadors of poetry. The nonprofit Academy was founded in 1934 and sponsors a wide range of projects from the National Poetry Month to readings and educational programs. In other news, Joy Harjo has accepted a Tulsa Artist Fellowship and is now back home in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.
Step into Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center.
Come and discover everything we have to offer.
Unlimited gaming action. Northwoods hospitality. Delicious all-you-can-eat buffet. Relaxation and comfort. Great drinks and good times. Big wins, big fun. It's all here at Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center in the heart of the Great North Woods.